What's going on YouTube? Jason Whitaker, the DIY Dad, and it is officially spring. We are out in the lawn and we're going to start our raking and cleanup of the front yard, and hopefully we can get to the backyard today if I have enough time. So let me show you the current state of the lawn and what we're going to do today. Alright, if you followed along in the last video that I did of the front lawn, you knew that I mowed it. I picked up a lot of the lawn debris. That was 2 weeks ago. We've had some varying temperatures, getting down to the 20s at night, and then during the day, high 40s up to 60s. So the grass is definitely waking up. We're starting to get some green up here, but as you can see right down here, we definitely have some dead grass from where the previous owner applied some weed killer, or the grass just didn't survive the winter. So we're gonna be doing something called a power rake today, and we're gonna get all this stuff cleaned up, and that way we get some more water and oxygen down to the soil, so this grass has the opportunity to grow vigorously this spring. We're also gonna be doing a spring seeding this year, so we want to make sure that we have the nutrients that we will be applying down to the lawn getting down into the dirt. So the two tools we're going to be using today is going to be the Sunjo Dethatcher. It has the name Dethatcher, but it's more of a power rake, and I'll show you in a minute underneath the tines that I'll be raking up all the dead grass and debris in the yard. And then I'll be picking up all the dead grass and debris using my Toro Time Master with the bag on it. Just saves me a lot of time. So this is underneath the Sunjo Dethatcher and Scarifier. You can get this thing on Amazon. I think it was around $150, $200 shipped to the door. So I bought this during Christmas time when I was off season to make sure I can get one. Supposedly last year they ran out of these on Amazon. They were hard to get. So if you want one, hurry up and get one. What this thing has is these tines, and this is why they call it a dethatcher, but it's more a power rake, and it uses these tines, these wires right here, and it pulls up all the dead debris and grass from the lawn, so the lawn can breathe. We can get water down to it, we can get nutrients to it. And this also comes with a Scarifier attachment. Scarifier attachment puts slices into the soil. So when you're seeding or you're trying to have your Kentucky bluegrass or whatever you have to grow out and expand, this allows that to do that. All right, the setting that I'm using on the Sunjo today is the -5. The -10 I think is probably going to be a little bit too harsh for the lawn in its current state. So we're going to use -5. And something else to consider when you're using a corded device like this is when you're working, try to work away from the cord, so as you go you're not constantly fighting the cord when you're dethatching the lawn. So I'm going to start closest to the cord, work my way out, so I'm not constantly trying to fight the cord. All right, so let's get to the dethatching slash power raking the lawn, and then let's get with the cleanup. just did my first pass with the Sunjo Dethatcher, and look at all of this stuff that it pulled up. So all of this dead grass, there's some good grass in there, but mostly dead grass. All this stuff is choking out the lawn. So things like this happen. Maybe you have a certain type of grass that sheds a lot, but I believe in this case the previous homeowner was not doing a good job mulching the grass, and possibly waiting way too long to mow. So this is after the first pass, and we have a whole lawn of it. So after removing all of this debris from the canopy of the grass, we're going to get better water to soil contact. We're going to get more nutrients to the grass, and ultimately save money, because we're not going to be just burning money with fertilizer and chemicals trying to get this grass to grow, because the chemicals can't get down to the roots. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to how many times I was stopping, but every pass that I would make around, I had to unload the bagger, and the bagger on the Toro Time Master is huge. So this is a 55-gallon trash can, and I've almost filled it to the top, all on just one run. So let's take a quick look, see what we got. If you look here, you can see I removed a lot of the dead grass. Got some of the dirt exposed. It's nice and soft on my feet. I still have some more areas that I need to get pulled up, so I'll do a second run here soon. But the grass is stood up. It's not laying flat anymore. Sorry about the shadows. You can see, like in this spot where the rake was getting down into the dirt, exposing the dirt, getting rid of all that dead stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the side yard over here, and then do my second pass for the whole yard. All right, so for the second pass, I went opposite of the first pass. So the first pass, I was coming back and forth this way, and then on my second pass, I was going across this way. Any grass that was kind of already in the direction that the dethatcher was going, I could pull up. So let's look at what we have on the second pass. Still pulling up a lot of debris. Over here you can see it next to the sidewalk. But it's a lot less than the first time, obviously. The first time I was pulling up a lot. Still pulling up debris for the second pass, but overall I think it's looking a lot better already. And once we start applying chemicals to the lawn, and this week we should be in the mid 60s all week with some rain, so the grass is really going to start to pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Time Master back out and we'll clean all this up. So something exciting just happened while I was doing that last pass. We're actually starting to see some stripes for the first time this year. Super excited. So all right, so we finished the second pass. We got a lot more debris out. Had to bring the second trash can out to pick up the debris. But if you look down in here, I mean, this Sun Joe did such a good job clearing this up. So right here you can see the dirt, which is great. Still a little bit of debris, but overall very impressed with the Sun Joe. All right, so now that we have our lawn all dethatched or power raked, whatever you want to call it, we have exposed the soil. Now we can start applying some of our chemicals to the lawn. So what we're going to do today, due to the fact that next week we have ideal conditions for the grass just to explode, we're going to be applying some nutrients to the ground. So I'm going to be using my Ortho Dowling spray because I don't have my irrigation on right now. So you can pick one of those up at your local Lowe's or Home Depot or Ace Hardware. Super cheap, like 10-15 bucks. So what we're going to do is apply 6 ounces of each product. We have Humic 12. Humic 12 is to increase micronutrient uptake into the plant. We're going to be using some aerate. This is going to decompact some of the soil. RGS, we're going to start driving root growth so the plant can start getting the roots deeper into the soil so it stays greener longer. And then we're going to be applying our micros, which this particular brand, the TG Pro Micros, has iron in it. It's 3.5% as part of its ingredients, and this is going to turn the grass dark green by the end of the week.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
First day of spring, and I think the grass is ready to go. So remember, we just applied micros, RGS, Humic 12, and Aerate. As of right now, we didn't apply any nitrogen. We're gonna wait. We're gonna hold off on the nitrogen until we do the overseeding during the spring. So let's wait. Join me next week, and I'll show you how the grass popped. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching.